Let's try again. Hi, everybody. This is June 24th, 2025, and this is part of my video journal in my recovery from the trauma of watching my little brother, Paul Kierans, 64 with Down syndrome, be locked up by the British Columbia New Democratic Party government with David Eby as leader for 588 days before he died. Paul was isolated and confined after I complained to the Burnaby RCMP about what I believe to be a fraudulent and forged power of attorney. Paul's group home, his BC group home, had him sign secretly to give him the COVID-19 shot. So today I did my part of my appeal. So what happened was, after Paul died, my nun sister, who was appointed Paul's guardian by the BC affidavit without permission of the court. Sorry, my Wi-Fi keeps fading in and out. But anyways, this afternoon I was before 3 judges at the Court of Appeal. Very fancy. You can't get higher than that in British Columbia. And I argued that the designation of me as a vexatious litigant was unfair, a breach of my charter rights, and it should be vacated. And I was so terrified, I can't even begin to tell you. I was just absolutely frozen with fear. But I just imagined the soldiers who had to land on the beaches at Normandy, the Canadian soldiers who landed on Juno Beach on June 6th, 80 years ago, on June 6th, or actually 81 years ago, June 6th of 1944, and how terrified they must have been. But I have a condition where I have a limitation. I can't appear in court. I've got a letter from my cardiologist saying that I can't appear in court for longer than 2 hours a day. And before she found me a vexatious litigant, the judge in the Supreme Court went on for 2 full days, 2 half days and 2 full days. I'm sorry if my Wi-Fi froze up again. But anyways, so I was appealing the designation of me as a vexatious litigant. And this happened, I believe. What happened was that the government found out that they were being investigated for what I alleged to be a fraudulent and forged power of attorney. So they told the nun to sue me and have me declared a vexatious litigant to discredit me as a witness in the police investigation. And I didn't know that then, but I know it now because I finally got the letter from the RCMP saying that they were investigating. They had reopened the investigation into this phony power of attorney, what I alleged to be a fraudulent and forged power of attorney the government gave Paul to sign to give him the COVID-19 shot. So, believe it or not, my former boss, Conservative Party of Canada candidate for my riding, Coquitlam Port Moody, showed up, and he brought other campaign workers. And Laurel from I worked on the Conservative Party British Columbia campaign last October with a friend named Laurel, and she showed up. I don't know how many people watched online. I know some people did, but the Chief Justice's computer crashed at one point, so I'm wondering if that had something to do with people watching. They really pay attention to the interest that the community has in the case. So I finished my submissions today. I think they went pretty well. Pretty much the gist of my argument was that the government is trying to obstruct justice by having me declared a vexatious litigant because they know that the RCMP are investigating them for these fraudulent and forged powers of attorney that they create. They're called representation agreements, and they do it with almost all of these disabled adults, incapable adults that are in group homes. And they have them sign off all their rights, and the government used this document to terminate my visits with my brother after 64 years and to isolate and confine him for 588 days. So I just want to thank Paul Lambert, my candidate. I cannot believe that he actually showed up. And it makes such a difference. It was just wonderful. I'm so grateful. I've never had anybody show up for me. It's always been me against my sister, the nuns, 3 law firms. I think the Catholic Church has spent $1.5 million on her representation, including having me declared a vexatious litigant. So I just want to let everybody know that it's continuing tomorrow. So the Catholic Church's lawyer will be appearing tomorrow, and he's going to give his reply or his response to my submissions today. So you can watch it at 10 p.m. Go to the British Columbia Court of Appeal website and go into the hearing list, and you can click on a link that will take you right to the Zoom meeting. But you need to do it just before 10 a.m. tomorrow, June 25th. And it should be very interesting. I mean, this is very important litigation to defend the rights of, basically what I'm trying to do is defend the rights of the loved ones of people, incapable adults, to visit with their loved ones, no matter what. No matter what the the person with the power of attorney or the guardian has to say. They can't cut off the rights for this. And this is based on a famous case with the star of Columbo. What was his name? I'm so tired, I can't even remember his name, but the star of Columbo had a stroke, and his second wife wouldn't let his children visit him after he had had a stroke. And they fought right through the courts, and they were never able to visit him. And so what they've done is they have set up organizations across the United States. 22 different states now have passed legislation saying that the guardian of an incapable adult cannot confine and restrict visits by other family members and other loved ones. That's not part of the rights that they have over the incapable adult. So the response, please watch tomorrow. It makes all the difference in the world. I mean, even if you just click on the link and don't watch, although I'm sure that you'll want to watch, if you click on the link and watch, it makes all the difference in the world. The judges really pay attention to the interest in the community. And I think they're going to pay attention. This is a very important case. Paul can't be helped. I can't be helped. Nothing's going to bring Paul back. But you never know. The person you love most in the world could become incapable, and their guardian could cut you off from visiting them, and then have you declared a vexatious litigant for even trying to visit them, and take away all your civil rights. So they took away all of Paul's civil rights, and then he died. And then they took away all of my civil rights and put me at risk of dying because I can't appear in court for longer than 2 hours a day. And the judge that heard the application went on for 2 full days, 2 half days and 2 full days. So please watch tomorrow. Go to the British Columbia Court of Appeal website. Just Google British Columbia Court of Appeal website. Click on the website and then click on hearing lists. And they'll say you can watch by clicking on this link. And click on the link. It's the easiest thing to do. And you're all welcome to come down. I'm going to take everybody out for coffee at the Wedgwood Hotel restaurant tomorrow after the hearing is over. And that's, so it's 800 Smithe Street, Smithe, in Vancouver, between Hornby and Howe, right smack in downtown Vancouver. There's tons of underground parking. It's the easiest thing in the world. You just come up to the 2nd floor, and we're in courtroom 60 on the 6th floor. So I love you all. Thank you so much. And in particular, thank you for Laurel and Paul Lambert and Heather Campbell and Sheldon Goldberg for watching my appeal this afternoon and lending your support. It means all the world. And anybody that watched online, thank you so much. I love you all.